What's up, boys? It's Thursday afternoon, the 11th of September, and if you guys have been checking what's going on social media, Charlie Kirk just died yesterday. He just got shot, and the world's going mad. Everyone's kind of going crazy right now, and the world's in a really unstable place, which is it's not good. It's not good, and it feels like this morning and last night, I just let this really consume me. I gave it so much of my time and energy and attention. And whilst these things matter, and it's good for us to stay updated on world topics, one of the most dangerous things about social media is we get so consumed in these events that happen in the world of other people that we let it take away from our own success and our own kind of mission in life. So I've ran a sales agency over the past 18 months. I'm now coaching people to become their highest selves and boost their productivity and build the right mindset and habits. And even now, after having developed myself so much, I still struggle with getting consumed in what's happening in the world and checking social media too much, and sometimes ended up scrolling. And it's one of the most detrimental things that we can do, because when we set out on this mission of putting that focus into our work, putting that focus into our business, putting that focus into ourselves and our own growth, social media is there either as our saving grace to make money, to connect with the right people, to consume beneficial knowledge, or to end up in this spiral of just like getting consumed by content, by comparing yourself to people that are 10 steps ahead of you, by just wasting time thinking you're being productive because you're consuming content that you think is pushing you in the right direction. And it's at this time more than ever that me and you, bro, we have to get that grip on our vice that is social media. Because when you give into these narratives so much, when you see something pop up that's popular and then you get caught up in the comment sections and then you want to scroll to get that next hit of dopamine, all it does, it doesn't move you forward. It just fries your brain even more. Like, there's a few hours that I've spent now dedicating my time to this stuff, trying to see different points of views on the whole situation. And it just led to me like feeling like depressed. This morning I did my work and I was like checking social media in between it, and I just felt like I'd done nothing, even though I had. But the positive work that you do, the effect of it lessens when you start feeding into that low vibrational state that is endless dopamine scrolling, endless dopamine farming, endlessly overloading your brain with too much information that doesn't serve to your mission. This is an important issue that's just gone on, but it doesn't help me become my highest self. It doesn't help me be laser focused towards my goals. And the way that we have to kind of recognize this is now, over the past couple of years when I was running my business and stuff, this was one of the major things that was holding me back, because I didn't think it was a negative thing to go on social media and scroll. Because everyone would send each other reels, everyone would send each other memes, and as long as I got my work done, I thought it was okay. But I didn't realize the amount of momentum it took away from me. I didn't realize that it was really, really holding me back. Because it's not so much of a fact of the information you get isn't valuable. It's the fact that you're in your lowest frequency when you're consuming this content. You're in your lowest frequency when you don't remember any of the reels that you actually scrolled past. You don't. And to do what the 99% of people are doing and to hope for a different outcome is exactly the reason why you still stay stuck after putting in the work every single day. The work that we do every day is a measure of our competence, but what's more important than that is the energy that we build and the relationship that we build with ourselves. And one of the biggest constructs, the biggest mental models I've had to go through over the past few months is I always remind myself, is this what the 100k version of myself would do? Is this what the 100k a month version of myself would do? Would he be there endlessly scrolling on social media? And the answer is always no. To lie on that bed and start scrolling on social media is a signal to yourself that you're feeding into comfort, that you're feeding into what the mass population are doing. And for us to embark on our journey of success, we have to go against the grain of what everybody else is doing. And that means restricting yourself from this dopamine farm, from being so consumed in the life of others that we don't pursue our own selves. The times where I've had the most positive ideas about myself and my potential and my future is where I swap the scrolling on social media. I swap that for going on a walk. I swap that for going into 50 push-ups. I swap that for praying to God. And then I go straight back into my work. Because then I get the most authentic thoughts about what I need to do next. I can journal my ideas about what I need to do next. And I use that energy to put those ideas into motion, to put those ideas into practice. Because the most important thing is the energy we create for ourselves and the relationship we build with ourselves up here. That's what actually takes us the furthest. And the more that we just get caught up in this endless loop of what's going on in the world and then scrolling on these apps that don't actually bring us any good, it really, really sets that bad precedent for our future. So every single decision we need to make, bro, is this what the highest version of myself would do? Is this in accordance with my goals? Because when you adopt that kind of framework, you become dangerous. You become you start living like the future version of yourself today. So this is the battle that we go through every day. And the more conscious we become of this, just start, like, when you catch yourself doing it because it becomes a mindless activity, just start shaking your head. Just start telling yourself, what am I doing? No, this isn't what the best version of myself would do. And the more times you can say no to this habit that's so easily ingrained into us, the bigger advantage we have over everybody else. Because everybody else gives into their desires, everybody else gives into that comfort. But you can have that win knowing that every time you said no, you're shaping into the man that you need to be. Keep pushing, boys.